Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Rick, Broadman Baptist Church, and this is the Broadman Word for September 19th, 2022. Coming to you on the 20th, though. So, sorry for the one-day delay, but couldn't get the camera on my other computer to work yesterday. So, you're getting one today. And I want to talk to you about the weak and the strong. It's from Romans. It's Romans chapter 14. And it's got a little bit to do about how we should approach folks who are perhaps different than us, or perhaps of different understanding than we are. So let's read together, starting in chapter 14, verse 1. It says, "Except the one whose faith is weak, without quarreling over disputable matters. One person's faith allows them to eat anything, but another, whose faith is weak, eats only vegetables. The one who eats everything must not treat with contempt the one who does not. And the one who does not eat everything must not judge the one who does, for God has accepted them. Who are you to judge someone else's servant? To their own master servants stand or fall, and they will stand, for the Lord is able to make them stand." So, using some metaphorical language here and relating it to eating, which would have been a much more serious thing back in Paul's day than what we have to deal with now. Paul makes the point that there's going to be some people's faith that includes many things, and then there's going to be other people's faiths, because of how they see it, are incredibly restrictive. And Paul is saying, for us then, the thing to realize is that faith is faith. And while for us, we don't have any restrictions on what we can eat, and that, you could also take that to say that we don't have restrictions on things that we can't do. Our freedom is complete. It was won for us on the cross, provided by the blood of Jesus Christ. So who the Son calls free is truly free, and that would be his believers. So in looking at the situation then, if somebody wants to take a narrower view of the scripture, as long as it's still true and they believe that certain things shouldn't be done because of what they read or what they say, these might be disputable matters. There is some scripture that's very plainly clear, but there's other parts of it that are open for interpretation, and we don't need to quarrel with people over disputable things. And so the question then becomes, well, where do we draw the line? Well, it was just like I said. Scripture very clearly dictates certain behaviors, prohibits others, and with those things we don't have to quarrel. It's just true. It's what it says. But in the grayer areas where people may have room to, I don't want to say wiggle room, because that's not what Scripture's about. People may have room for interpretation that might look a little different than what you have to say about it. Who's to say that an Amish person, or who's to say that somebody from a different like-minded but different practicing church isn't going to go to heaven because of they don't drive a car, they ride a buggy, or because they don't use electricity, they still burn candles. All these things are disputable, and so we don't look down on others, we don't judge others, because each serves his master in his way. And as long as we're all serving God, then there's really nothing for us to worry about and nothing for us to quarrel about. We're to live at peace to the greatest extent possible, and as so far as it depends on us. So when we don't understand something, why a particular religion or part of the religions, I guess, don't practice or do practice a particular thing, Is it part of the Reformation movement, the Protestant movement that we understand to be true and God's express will? And if it is, then you need to understand why they do what they do, and then you can make a decision. Just looking at something on face value and saying, well, that's weird, or where'd they get that from, or whatever, isn't the goal here from the Apostle Paul. The goal is to live in peace, to work together, to lift each other up, not to judge your other brothers and sisters, because we all serve God. Like I said earlier, though, there are places where we can clearly define Scripture says this is to be done or this is not to be done. And so those are truths. They're not disputable matters. Paul makes it very clear to delineate between faith and disputable matters, and that we're not to quarrel over the disputable things. Nowhere does he say to abandon the truth of Scripture. Nowhere does he say to ignore, water down, or otherwise impugn the gospel just so you don't have to quarrel with somebody. That's not at all the point. But the point is that it's a great big world out there. There's lots of different people serving Jesus Christ. And as long as the matter isn't one of core scriptural doctrine that you can point to and say, look, it says right here that this is right, or it says right here that this is wrong, then perhaps take an easier step on it. Take a step back from the situation and evaluate it for what it is. Try to understand the practice or the person and their behaviors before we decide that this is not something that we can abide in, or this is not something that we can relate to, and possibly lose the opportunity to strengthen somebody's faith and open their eyes to the truth of this gospel that we know. So, brothers and sisters, understand that out of a little over 8 billion people now in the world, you're probably going to find somebody who believes in Jesus Christ with the same faith that you do, but has some different interpretations of how to go about life. And it's our job then to not quarrel over things that are disputable, but to hold firm to the things that are not. And in doing so, we can probably relate to more people, be more effective about reconciling folks to the cross, and perhaps share your vision of Scripture with them so that they might understand as well. Listen, I love you. I hope you have a marvelous day. Take care.